God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. This is how we generally translate Genesis 1:3. Yahi or Vayahi or. Be light, and being was light. So it's a little bit hard to translate into English, but what it's saying is God said, "Let light be," and light be. Or, as one translation says, is. The yod here at the beginning of the both of these words, this is a prefix. So this yod here for be on both of these words denotes that it continues on into the future. And so this being is not only saying be and be there for a little while, but it's saying be and continue on into the future. The yud signifies power. It's the right hand. It signifies power, forming, or being, actually. And it's the first letter of God's name, the great I am, or I be that I be, more literally in Hebrew. It also is said to symbolize, this letter is said to symbolize the world to come. And so it's very significant here. I think there's some things that we can glean a little bit today from this verse. There's a source that's never ending, of course. But I would like to point out a few things. Let's talk about the word light for a minute. The word light, or it's this word here, you read from right to left in Hebrew, and it starts with this letter. It's called the Aleph, or Aleph. It is the ancient symbol for the ox, which symbolized a leader, because the ox kind of led when you used a plow, or and it was yoked together. There was always one ox that kind of led. And so leader and servant, of course the ox was a servant, and he was a carrier. And you find if you look at the etymology of most Hebrew words, if you look at their meanings and you try and piece that together with the letters, you'll see that generally carrier is the predominant thought behind this letter in most Hebrew words that I have found in my experience. And the second letter is the Vav. The Vav, the ancient symbol, is two sources of water flowing together to make one. When you put this letter before a word, like we have here, this Vav, it means and. And so it does connect. It flows these two words, these two phrases together. That Vav does. And that's what it does also in a word. It brings together the other two letters to make a synthesis. And it could maybe even be translated as of sometimes. So here we have the carrier and flowing together with, and this symbol is the resh, the head, or the first, or the predominant thing. And so we have the carrier you could say, carrier of the head, or the predominant thing. I believe it's talking about the force. There's a force here, and all the letters represent forces, that the light is the carrier of the predominant force. There is a theory that there's really only one force in the universe, and it's observed at different frequencies. And this word could be telling us that. It's possible that this word could be telling us that. As we learn more about science, perhaps we'll maybe come to that conclusion or not. But in any case, this was the first that we see in what I would say the recreation of the earth. There was an age before, and we see that. It says to replenish the earth, tells Adam to replenish the earth. There was an age before, which we don't remember, and there'll be an age after this one, and we won't remember this age and that age, as you see in the book of Revelation. So this force that God spoke, this light, it's still echoing through the universe. That word that he spoke is still echoing through the universe, and we see this every day. We see it every day. And God continues. It says his word continues until it accomplishes that what he has sent it to perform in Isaiah, Yeshayahu. And it holds together the universe. We're told his word holds together the universe. So we see this every day. This is something this week that we should consider perhaps and be thankful for this benefit that God has given us, this universe that he's created for us, this universe that's held together, that his word echoes and holds not only light together, but us, our very beings together. His word is echoing through us and through this physical universe constantly.